Okay, I just looked back at the site online of the leak, and a few things I've seen. Achievements, which Nintendo's really late on that. Cool thing that they'd be finally doing that. I know a lot of people care about achievements. I don't care about achievements, really. I think they're cool. I think they're fun to share, but I'm not necessarily like, woo, woo, achievements. I can't wait to upgrade to the NX, but I'll upgrade no matter what. But it's not one of those woo, woo moments, if you hear me. Another thing they said is that in the box, there'll be a sensor bar, the NX console, and HDMI cable, and I think that was it. So, what does that really mean? I don't know, because the NX console, oh, and it said a controller too. So the NX console, does that mean it's the mobile and the home console, or is it one? See, that's where I thought one, but then again, this site kept talking about having both of the games, so both of the systems. So I don't really know where it's really gonna go. I'll make a huge video about it eventually of what I think. But besides that, I didn't really see anything else much notably. I hope Miiverse returns. I just got into Miiverse. You can add me, Startle, or Nico on Miiverse. I'm not really a fan of the PS4 or the Xbox One's community because they seem really like hard to deal with, and it is not as fun as the Nintendo one in my opinion. So if you aren't on Miiverse and you own a Wii U, not judging you, but get on with it. It's actually really fun and a cool community. You can make drawings and share your stuff. I'm not promoted by Nintendo, but I wouldn't be mad if I would be. But that's the end of this video. Like I said at the start, take the leaks with a grain of salt, because if you don't, you'll get too salty. I'm gonna copyright that. I bet someone already said that before, though. Okay, so quick recap. 900p, I think that's the minimum. I don't think it's that big of a deal. 4K, 60 FPS, cool beans. It's just basically them catching up, I guess, at that point. Mario, Donkey Kong, and Zelda. Woo, woo. Achievements. Woo, woo. Cool, but like I said, stuff we've probably already known / things Nintendo has been kind of late to the party. Things that Nintendo isn't really, like, big on. I don't really care about achievements, but I know people are. And the other thing I was talking about, which was both a mobile and a home console, which I think is a cool idea in theory. They just have to execute it well. So it's basically up to them at this point. So thank you for watching. It's been a pretty long video, and I apologize for making it long. If you enjoy Nintendo gaming, Nintendo news, I am hopefully getting my Elgato tomorrow so I can stream on my Twitch called Nico and Me. Let me just plug that in right now. I have a charger, I'll plug it in. That was stupid. I'm sorry. That was a stupid joke. And besides that, if you like all that stuff, hit that subscribe button. And I won't talk in this accent anymore, I'm sorry. So, I will make a video. Maybe after this one. Not upload directly after, because you guys will get angry with me. But, I will do so. Nintendo, NX, separate hybrid system, no hybrid system, or together a hybrid system. Watch the video on my opinion. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Hello everyone, Nico and Me here, and today I am talking about the new NX leaks that just came out online. Now, I'm going to say leaks because you really have to take all these things with a grain of salt. Nintendo has been very, 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 very secretive about this new console and all the details behind it. So, you really do have to take it with a grain of salt when you're dealing with leaks, because potentially it could either be changed or it's not real at all. But we do have a pretty credible source at this set period of time, and that is GFK. I almost said JFK. I was like, JFK, are you leaking Nintendo? What's going on? Like, that's too much conspiracy going on there. If JFK was leaking NX news, like, too many things going on at once. Anyways, we have GFK, and it's an online surveyor, and they are very, very credible. And it's very possible that Nintendo would give them this information, since they're such a highly regarded and like credible source. I don't think they'd be making up this information out of nowhere, and it's pretty legit sounding, and it's things we've heard before, but also some new things and new details. So let's jump into it. So one of the first things they talked about are that the NX will have 900p visuals. Now, the Wii U has 1080p. Now, I've heard other people say this, and I'm going to say it too. This could very well just be a minimum, because on the Wii U we do see games that are under 1080p as well. It's just most of the games are 1080p. So, I don't think 900p would be like, you wouldn't see their main huge games 900p. I'm going to guess 1080p, because I think the 900p means so many P's, like, I think what it means is it's the minimum of what games will run as. That's what I think, because if Smash Bros. Runs at 1080p, I don't think their next game coming out in 2019 on the NX will run at 900p. That just seems like a huge step forward. I guess it's possible, but I do think this means it's more of a minimum of what the games will run at. So I wouldn't take that too seriously. I wouldn't get upset about it. Don't get already unhyped about the NX. I just think it's more of a, okay, it's not going to be a huge deal of 900p. It's just going to be, that's kind of the minimum. Like, you can do anything 900p and above. So something else they said that kind of proves this is it supports 4K streaming, so at 60 FPS. So that seems a little too advanced for them to be going back. It's not advanced, but it's current day, like with the PS4 and all that. 4K streaming, it supports it. So I think this would be more of a step forward for Nintendo, and then going back at 900p would be weird. So I don't think it's something you have to worry about. So it does support 4K streaming according to this site, and it will have a digital, not digital, it'll have a handheld system counterpart, and it'll have a home console. Now, I don't know if that means, I think there's two different ways they can do this, and I will make a huge video about this in the future, but it could either be they'll come together, which might happen, or there'll be two different systems that flow together. And they did say flow together. The mobile and the home console will flow together. Now, does that mean they will come together, or will it be two different consoles that you can breed together? That was weird wording, I'm sorry. That they can flow together. I think it's more two different consoles. I think that makes more sense, because people who are more handheld gamers can get that. The people who are just home gamers and don't care about the other console don't have to pay that extra, probably $100, $150 it takes to produce. Because if you remember, the huge one of the huge bulks of the Wii U's price is the gamepad, because it takes a lot of money to make that too. So if they cut the Wii U gamepad, they could probably sell the Wii U for $200, $250, but that's nothing. But the thing is, if they include both, it's going to be a really, really costly system. I'm gonna say if the 3DS costs $200 and the Wii U costs $300, both of those together is $500. I don't think they'd sell both mobile console and a home console for $300, $200 like they do the home console currently. So I think what it would more like end up being is there's a home console and there's a handheld console. You're not forcing people to buy both and making it extremely pricey for people who are just home consolers and people who are just handhelders. You don't have to force them to buy both, so it's not a huge cost. And you can make it so they flow together. You can connect the system together, use it as like a controller, make games like Pokemon or something for both games, and you can use the game chip. Say there's Pokemon for the NX. You can put the same cartridge in your home handheld console that you can your home console. So you can take your Pokemon cartridge, put it in, who says cartridge anymore? Put it in the Wii U, and then take it out and then put it in the 3DS. That's what I'm comparing it to. So that's what I think it'd be as a hybrid console. I don't think they'd sell them together because that'd be way too much money. So yeah, don't worry about that either, I don't think. So someone said Pokemon, or not Pokemon, Nintendo TV and Nintendo Go. I think that's the perfect name for it. It's very straight to the point. It's not Wii anything anymore, thankfully. So that's that. Other things, there will be Mario and Pokemon and Zelda games and all like those. It said Pokemon, not Pokemon. It said, why am I keep saying Pokemon in this video? Zelda, Pokemon, oh my gosh. Zelda, Mario, and Donkey Kong. we already knew those games would probably come eventually. So, besides that, it said there could be some connectivity between the NX and phone consoles. Not phone consoles, but phones. PS4 and Xbox One. I don't know how that would all link up. I don't think Nintendo, Sony, and Xbox or Microsoft would all come together to make this huge hybrid console that connects all of them. I don't know how that's going to work, but that was one of them that they said could happen. So I'm not really trusting that. So nothing really else really struck me. They said free streaming on the Nintendo, not streaming, but online, free online will return to the new system, which is great. I don't like spending $60, or in Xbox case, don't you have to spend like $150 every year? In PS4, like $60. I don't like having to spend money for more online. If you already pay for your Wi-Fi, why do you have to pay more money to play games online? But they did say something about maybe like a service where you can subscribe to and get more things out of it. So that would be cool as well. Nothing really else struck me. But yeah, I don't think a hybrid console would work if they made it in one package. Yes, it'd be cool, but Nintendo's just inherently losing money if they have to produce both these systems and put it as the price of one, if that makes sense. They're like making a Wii U, but adding in a 3DS in it, if that makes sense. So I don't think they'd be doing that. I think two separate consoles that work together, use the same discs, cartridges, whatever. You save the progress, use it on both. I think that would be a cool idea. But would people really buy both? I don't know. And would sales count both of them? Like, would it be the Nintendo NX? NX Mobile, NX Home? I don't know what that would be exactly. I think it'd be kind of weird at first. And it'd definitely be a first. So yeah, I don't really know if there's anything else that really struck me. New stuff we already heard. More confirmation. The 900p is unsettling, but I'm thinking it's just a minimum. I'm not going to let that hurt me on a personal level.